Alright, so even though the ninth anniversary has just recently ended, we do have a lot, and I mean a lot of talk about the 10th anniversary, and that's what this video is kind of about here. Not, necessarily my thoughts on what I expect for the 10th anniversary, which, as we get closer, I'll make, an actual video, but I guess being fair, we're in March and the next anniversary is going to be in February of 2025. So in like 11 months from now, right? But the 10th anniversary has been such a huge topic people have been talking about even since the 8th anniversary, right? During the 8th anniversary, they were like, well, Monty specifically said, hey, we have the schedule up until 10th anniversary planned out, right? And with that in mind, a lot of people are like, oh my goodness, they're like building up towards the 10th anniversary. And even in all these roadmaps they've been giving us, everything, regarding like upcoming for Dokkan, 10th anniversary has been like the end goal, like the big thing. I feel like that they're kind of hyping up themselves. And another thing is, since the 9th anniversary just ended, a lot of people are like, oh my goodness, 9th anniversary, best anniversary yet. I think for a majority of the player base, we do pretty much agree 9th anniversary has been like objectively the best celebration in Dokkan history. So people are like, if the 9th anniversary is this good, what are they going to do for the 10th anniversary, right? And that's what this concept is kind of about here. So Vector right here, he has, I think, a different perception of what, I think most of the community would say is what, they think anniversary is going to be, which I actually do agree with the majority of the community in the sense that they're going to go for the quote-unquote safe option, which is part 1 Gogeta Vegito, and that's it. And I think that is going to be the most likely thing to happen, but I think I also want people to realize that we should at least expand our horizon on terms of what is possible for the anniversary, because I think a lot of people have really tunneled visioned into Gogeta and Vegito Part 1. And while I think those are the most likely options, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, that's the only thing that's going to happen. I think that there are lots of very exciting choices that could be made for an anniversary here. And, at the end of the day, this is Vector's concept for what the 9th anniversary is going to be, or the 10th one, my bad. But let me know what you guys want to see for the 10th anniversary that aren't the fusions. So let's say, if you could not choose Gogeta and Vegito, what do you want to see for the 10th anniversary is what I want to ask you guys. But let's continue on here into Vector's concept. I did look at what the main units were because I did discuss with him a few details about this, but I have not seen anything else like EZAs, part, like any, I don't know. I guess it's all main units. Like I know what the Carnival Dokkan Fest are going to be, and this is why I was interested in making a video on this. So I'll go point out where I agree and disagree. So we're gonna talk about it overall, talk about, what I think, and let's hop into this part 1. And the theme here, again, is the reasons we all love Dragon Ball. So, like, I guess this is Vector's, like, this is what Vector's considers to be, like, the biggest, like, most, I guess, hype moments of Dragon Ball, right, to a lot of people. Doesn't have to be every moment, right, but like, at least Vector feels like these moments should be represented in like an anniversary where, let's say Goku and Vegeta have not been really represented well. And I think that this is a good point, good choice for anniversary. My only thing is part 1, I'm not sure if they would choose Goku versus Vegeta from the Saiyan Saga as part 1. I feel like this would be like a follow-up to like a major celebration, and the reason why is because I think no matter what, part 1's gonna have Super Saiyans. First anniversary, Super Gogeta. Second anniversary, Super Saiyan 4s. Third anniversary, Super Saiyan Fusions. Fourth anniversary, Super Saiyan 4s. Fifth anniversary, Blue Fusions. You guys get the point. Where, part 1 has had Super Saiyans. The only exception has been UI Goku, right? I think UI Goku was the only exception where part 1 was not a Super Saiyan like character. And UI, well, I guess Janemba as well, right? To be fair, Janemba does count. But yeah, so those two were like the only ones. And while I don't think this is impossible for part 1, I would say like it's not too likely that they're gonna go with base form Goku and Vegeta. They could very well easily do it though if they really wanted to. I think this could actually do it nicely, but they're probably going to go for a more safer Super Saiyan option for part 1 of the celebration. Now, in terms of like these guys and just overall Saiyan Saga theme, I think this is really good. Now, the reason why is because I think Saiyan Saga has been overall disrespected and never got to the point where I feel like they wanted it to be. Like, I feel like in their mind they plotted out these releases and they're like, okay, in April we're gonna drop Raditz, Goku, and Piccolo. Then later on, closer to the end of the year, we're gonna drop Yamcha. Then we had these two guys come out as well before Raditz. And oh, I guess to be fair, they dropped Great Vegeta, Falcon, Goku. Then they're like, okay, we're gonna follow with Raditz, Goku, Piccolo. Right at the end of the year, we're gonna go ahead and get Yamcha in there for the anniversary. We're gonna get this Gohan right here, right? And then, you know, they're like, okay, later on in that year, we're gonna have the Gohan and Piccolo here. We're gonna have the Vegeta Nappa, and it's like, you know, we have a lot of characters that are buffing the team over the next 2 years to help the team sustain itself. But the issue is that none of these characters were really like designed strong enough, or I feel like they felt like these characters were designed strong enough to carry the team compared to other teams, and that just was not the case. Unfortunately, that's not what happened. What happened is Great Vegeta and Falcon Goku came out very underwhelming. They should have been much stronger. They were designed like gold coin LRs that could not carry a team by themselves, right? Raditz, worst release ever, right? Goku and Piccolo, you can get them to work, I think, on release, but they're kind of wonky. Again, they're not a unit that's gonna carry the entire team on their back. That's just not what was gonna happen, right? Yamcha came out, and I was like, you know, Yamcha cooks. Yamcha was actually a good release, but the issue is that like this team, like who, like at this point, you're not running Raditz, you're not running Goku Piccolo, really, like you're not running Falcon Goku. Like, who are you running on this team? You know. Then after that, it's like we got free to play character, free to play Easy A, free to play Easy A. Then we got this Gohan, which is good, but it's again, okay, let's say Gohan, Piccolo, and then Yamcha. And then that was during the 8th anniversary. We were like, Sinjin exists and everything like that. I just, you know, like, what are you doing? And then like they waited what 7 months, 7-8 months to drop this character, and then the Easy for Vegeta Nap and this character, and it's like that's such a far time frame. And then it's like these characters, how they make these categories good is that firstly we need like a major celebration based around it, then we can get some additional options over the few years. You can't drop these like monthly units, a monthly normal TURs, part 2 LRs, and expect the team to be carried on its own, right? A lot of the times these teams need like a very strong Dokkan Festival LR to really be on par with the other best teams in the game. And or at the very least the characters have to be designed good and to be made work together. But I think that's why Saiyan Saga, you know, I can make a whole video on this. Let me know if you guys want to see me go in depth. But Saiyan Saga has been hugely disrespected, I think is my main idea. So with this, you know, we're getting 2 massive LRs for Saiyan Saga, which Saiyan Saga doesn't have a Dokkan Fest LR, but it does have a Carnival LR, right? But, you know, I think this would be insane. I mean, I would only say maybe make one of these guys just the definitive Saiyan Saga LR. Because Goku wouldn't run every Saiyan Saga character here. And it's like, what? You're going to have to run Gohan and Piccolo. And then you see Vegeta right here. Pure Saiyans. I mean, this is where the power cube for your skills he's putting in there. 5% crits and 30% stats to Power Wishes, Final Trump Card, Earthbird Fighters. And then 5% reduction, right? To 200% Pure Saiyans. Like, this would be the best leader in the game. This guy would be crazy as a leader, dude. Pure Saiyans 200%, the 5% reduction. Well, would he be the best leader in the game? I guess Pure Saiyans right now, like you could look at Pure Saiyans, you're like, or think about Pure Saiyans and you're like, oh yeah, Pure Saiyans is crazy. Pure Saiyans is the best in the game by far, right? You know? But it's like, you know, you don't have like Beast Gohan, you don't have Orange Piccolo, you know, just 2 off characters out of my head. You don't have the Gammas on there. You have Broly, right? So like, let's say top 10 characters: UI Goku, Broly, Blue Evolution Vegeta, STR Vegito. And then these guys are kind of roughly there. You don't have Broly Trio. Like, let's see a lot of these like recent characters. I wanna show, and then we'll continue on. But cards here, and then by released a EZA. And again, we could see Bootanks isn't on there. We see that Gogeta's not on there because it's a fusion, right? And there's like a lot of these anniversary characters don't actually fit that, right? And then let's see, post anniversary, like Bardock sucks because you have transforming Vegeta here. This Vegeta, SR Super Vegeta's not really that great. Funny guy. And even with TURs, like who's there? Super Saiyan 3 Hirudegarn Goku would fit, but like, you know, I feel like Pure Saiyans is not like in the greatest necessarily spot, but to be fair, a lot of these teams, Pure Saiyans is probably a better team than most teams. And during this year, we're gonna get more Pure Saiyans enemies, not enemies, allies. So that makes sense. Battalion units, a King Kai, and then a Chouch that explodes on itself. Okay. Interesting. And then a Krillin free to play LR, which would probably replace this guy, and it'd be what this guy's active skill is, which I think could be its own LR still, right? For sure, 100%. They could probably find a way to do this again. And then again, King Kai and Chaozu. I think Chaozu has never gone into UR, right? We have this free to play Chaozu, and I don't think there's ever been a Chaozu TUR ever, right? There's never been a Chaozu TUR. I don't think so. I'm not even gonna bother to look, but King Kai's never gone a actual usable unit, so this would be good too. And then again, I guess you could, to be fair, this concept has physical Raditz getting an EZA, which I think would actually be so funny that people would be excited for this. Like, what if he's actually like busted, right? Make him support somehow Rainbow Orb change. He's also Pure Saiyan's leader, but like he could be your definitive Saiyan Saga leader if he gets an EZA and he's really good. This Nappa, give this guy like guard and something like that. He would have damage reduction on this leader skill as well. These two EZAs, give them what they deserve. And then it's like, okay, imagine like these two are like top 5 in the game. These two are like top 10 in the game. Raditz is like best EZA TUR. And then it's like, okay, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, like, I'm sure one of these guys will fit the team. Like, one of these 4, 100%. This guy's Saiyan Saga support. Like, what if he fits the team? What if you just run Gohan and Piccolo anyways, right? You know, they maybe could be decent. Maybe Yamcha could still be, like, an okay option. That could be a good team. Like, it would be kind of restricted in terms of, like, what you have here, but it could be a good team. We could probably get some sub-EZs in here, too, somewhere, right? Like, what if, I guess this guy got an EZA already. I mean, yeah. I guess Tech Raditz sub EZA could be interesting. This Grade A Vegeta could get an EZA, I think, for sure. Like this guy, but he has an EZA. He does. Okay, never mind. Like a Tech Raditz sub EZA could be interesting here. Maybe they could EZA Prime Battle Tien as well. Like just give him an EZA. That could be cool. Even before the celebration, right? What if he's EZA'd by then and he's actually like percentage wise, has like decent stats. They could awaken the Chaozu and then give him a TUR, I guess, right? So there's things they could do here. There are things that they could do to make Saiyan Saga good, and I think this would be helpful. But again, this is part 1. I'm not like 100% like if people would be like, yeah, this is part 1, we'll go crazy, right? I could see this like as a crazy part 2 would be crazy, right? But here is the part 2 that was chosen, and I think this would work a lot better as a part 1 in people's eyes. I think they should switch this and this should be switched at bare minimum, or again, I know what part 3 is going to be, but they could do that as well. Now this is actually exactly what I want for Worldwide Celebration, but would I be mad if they chose this for anniversary? No, I think this would also be a really good anniversary celebration, but I don't think that like this should be like this how do I explain it? I don't think they should ignore this. Planet Namek Saga has got nothing. Like Planet Namek Saga, again, I think I made a video on this specifically, but look at this team. Like the last character we got for this team was Ginyu, Agio Ginyu. This guy's over 2 years old. He came out when first one Frieza came out 2 years ago. He came out on the spot of Super 17 a year ago, and that's it. We got literally nothing. No new character. We got like an EZA or 2, but nothing. Look how dead this team is. Hello? Agio Frieza doesn't even fit this team because he's not he's not Planet Namek Saga, obviously, right? Like the next buff we're gonna get for this team realistically is this guy, and it's like just because he's gonna get super easy. It's very strange. It's very weird that this team has not been touched at all. I don't know what to tell you. This team just has not been touched. So, with this in mind, I think that Final Form Frieza has never gone to Dokkan Fest. There's no Dokkan Fest Final Form Frieza. There is a Dokkan Fest Full Power Frieza. I think what this could be is this could be a transforming Final Form Frieza that transforms into Full Power Frieza as the battle goes on. But I think even just it being Final Form Frieza is fine as well. I think Final Form Frieza needs something. Okay, let's take a look at the Final Form Friezas. Banner units, free-to-play unit, banner units. Is that it? Like in here? Yeah, that's it. 2 banner units and a free unit. Hello? We need a LR or Dokkan Fest or something for this guy. Like, this guy has got nothing really. Like, you know how many? This could be like, and these animations, like, this is only good animation from there. Like, this guy is like, these 2 animations aren't good at all. Like, hello? This guy could have like 6 cards or something. Like, the amount of animations this guy has that's like not used is just like, it's like disrespectful even. Like, he has so many cards that he could have and there's a pure animations and he has nothing. It's just crazy. Now look at this Lyriska, dude. Extreme class 170% and then 5% dodge and 30% stats to these categories would be like one of the best teams in the game. 200% combat Mihad, 5% crit chance, a Kaioken Goku that transforms into Super Saiyan. I would be so down for that. We don't necessarily need a new Super Saiyan Goku because, again, yeah, Frieza right here. Namek Goku would easy A, Full Power Frieza would easy A. This would be like crazy exciting hype from so many people. This would just make people go insane with hype, just like their minds would burst, just like of pure excitement and hype. The Ginyu Force characters here getting easy A's would be really good as well. I guess the only thing is that, like, with this team, it'd be kind of weird. Like, the Dende would have to be like the best support unit in the game ever. It's like in history to put this team together. If they want to like do some Planet Namek Saga kind of team, but this would be good as well. I don't think they do another free to play LR, like maybe a 2R Raccoon, but sure. And then a banner unit Gohan would work as well. But Namek Saga, I mean, this could be part 1. This could be part 1. I think this should be part 2. Honestly, either way is fine, right? But this concept does have a part 3. Now, I would say I don't expect a part 3. I would not expect a part 3 at all. But in terms of a concept, sure. Now we have right here part 3, and this legendary summon. They'll probably just make this a carnival LR. Like, I don't see why this would be like a not a carnival LR at all, just yellow corn LR. This should be a carnival LR. A Dokkan Fest LR to like replace, like, I guess the early March Dokkan Fest. And then this is where like all the big stuff happens in this part 3. Fuse Fighters 210%, and then it's just a Vegeta and Gogeta duo card. What I would say is part 3, move it to part 1, probably, right? Or part 2, move it to part 1. That'd work, but probably part 3, move it to part 1, and have these guys as the main headliners for the anniversary. Yeah, and I guess make this a dual Dokkan Fest. I just don't know what would happen with like this. I guess like maybe this could be it's like New Year's or something, and then this could be part 2 or something. It'd be kind of weird. It's like a weird theme because I get where you're going for we're here, and then you just threw the fusions in here because people love fusions, right? But I think this would be part 1. But if they want to do like a 3-parter with 3 units, like, it would work out. I mean, imagine 3 dual Dokkan Fests. That'd be crazy. 3 dual Dokkan Fests. And I see why. Maybe that's so weird. Maybe it could be like a single carnival banner with these 2 both on it and part 3. Imagine. But then would they want to on part 3 on a banger? Or it could be, again, this could be part 3 or part 1, part 2, then this is part 3. And then they end off with these characters easy. It's like how they ended off with Vegito and Wuhan's easy A. But I mean, look at this. Extreme Z Battle for Paikon Janemba, Super Easy A for the Year 1 LR T-Wars, Extreme Z Battle for the Year 7 LRs, which are going to Easy A, then Super Easy A for STR LR Vegeta Blue, and then the Year 3 LRs. I don't know, the only thing I'm thinking of is like, where's EGO Super Vegito? Maybe they could like get rid of these Super Easy A's, and then also Easy A Tech Gogeta, Physical Janemba, and then Super Easy A EGO Vegito, I guess, over in Janemba maybe, and save his, but I don't know. It doesn't really matter at that point. like they could this is like could be crazy. Like this could be insane. As a part 3 would be wild. I think this could just be thrown in a part 1. Though I guess to be fair, like they won't easy the year 7 LRs until part 3, so like who knows. But I think this concept is cool. I think that it brings out ideas that a lot of people aren't really thinking about that could be potentially anniversary. But again, I could see this as like New Year's. I could see this as Golden Week. I could see this as Tanabata. Like even this could be Tanabata realistically. I could see this as Tanabata. I could see this as Worldwide 2024. But like I think this anniversary makes the most sense to me. But again, that's if they're gonna play the safe option. Maybe they do this for anniversary, and I'd be down for it. But let me know what y'all think. This is fun. This is fun to look at. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.